Today, we're going to be adding some rows into the monthly budget spreadsheet, and we are going to focus specifically on the expense summary just here and also this bill summary down here. So we're going to start with the expense summary first. You want to click in this line here where it is empty, which is row 31. So over in the left-hand side, click 31 and it will select the entire row. Then you're going to right-click it, go all the way up to insert one row below, click that, and there a new row will appear. And you can repeat this as many times as you need. If you want to speed up the process, after you've made a few extra rows, you can select multiple, just click, drag, and they will highlight, and you can right click again, and now it will say to insert however many rows you've selected below. And there you go, you have all of these extra rows now. You will see here these cells are empty. What you do need to do is click the very bottom name, click this little blue dot in the corner and drag down, and it will fill in the formula into each one of those cells. And to edit these, you just double click, delete what's in there, and you pop in your own category. I've labeled this one hello. If you go over to the expense tracker and the drop-down menu, you will be able to see that hello is now available. Remember to always double-click this cell and delete. Do not ever just delete the cell because then you will delete the formula. You will also notice over here in these cells, the formula automatically carries over and you do not need to do anything. Over here on the left, you'll see this really big space. To remove this space, we are going to click the bill summary and drag to highlight the entire bill summary section. We're going to right click. Up the very top you will see cut. We're going to click cut. The outside will have a dotted line to show you that it has been selected. And then we're going to come up here at cell 32B where we have one gap still, so that there will be a gap between the two sections. You select this cell, right click, and we go up to paste. And that will move the entire bill summary up and it will close that gap. If you would like to close this gap here and bring the total amount down to be in line with the debt summary and the investment summary, you just have to count how many rows you have between them. So here we have 5, which means I am going to click and drag and select 5 cells. And then I'm going to right click. I'm going to hit cut again. And once we have that cut, we're going to come down to the very first cell under the total, and we're going to right click and select paste, and that will move down. Now you will see there is this empty space here. To fix that, just select everything in the very last row, grab that blue dot and drag down. And you will also notice that all the formulas will adjust, so you do not have to do anything. All of these will now be calculated. That will also give you a few extra rows. If you need more rows in the bill summary, again, we're going to go do the same method at the beginning. We're going to click in an empty cell that is empty the whole way across, and we're going to right click and insert one row below. Right click, insert one row below. Again, you could do the method by selecting multiple at once, right click and insert, and you will add a lot of cells. If you ever want to remove any cells that have nothing in them, you can right click and delete those rows, and it will remove them and pull everything back up. That is how you add in extra rows, and you do not need to do anything else for this section. All the formulas and everything are automatically calculated. I would recommend doing this before you do any tracking because there's now a gap here. These cells are totally functioning and they work. You can add in whatever it is that you need to these cells, but if you wanted everything to be in chronological order of the date that purchases were made, then I would suggest make the cell changes first, add your rows first, and then you can start tracking for the month. That is how you add more rows to the expense summary and the bill summary and make sure that all of your formulas match up and that your spreadsheet still works.